We can start, sir.
Yeah, okay. Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Bande Guru Paramparam. With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, today we are entering into sloka number 81 of Stuti Shatakam of Mookapanchashati. Today is Akshaya Tritiya, today is Guru Payarchi, very auspicious day. I pray to Kamakshi Devi to bless us all. So we continue now with sloka 81. Sloka 81, please. Amen.
महामुनि मनोनटी महितरम्य कंपातटी कुटीरक विहारिणी कुटिल बोध संहारिणी सदा भवतु कामिनी सकल देहिनां स्वामिनी कृपातिशय किंकरी मम विभूतये शांकरी.
Again, further description of Devi's glory. Mahamuni Mano Nati. Nati, one who is dancing, a dancer in the Mano, in the minds of great Munis. Dancing in the minds of great Munis. See, this dancing means she is appearing in the minds of Mahamunis in different forms, in different emotions. It's not just one form, one emotion, continuously. Then people will get bored. That is not the case. Because they are enjoying the company of Devi in their minds. That is why he is saying, Mahamuni Mano Nati. Mahita Ramya Kampatati Kutiraka Viharini. Mahita Ramya Kampatati Kutiraka. Kampatati Kutiraka, the cottage on the banks of Kampa river, Kutiraka cottage. And the cottage is being described. Cottage means this temple. Mahita Ramya. It is very enchanting and it is very glorious. Glorious and enchanting cottage on the banks of the river Kampa. There she is sporting, Viharini. Kutila Bodha Samharini. This is very important for aspirants, sadhakas. Kutila Bodha Samharini. Bodha is jnana, knowledge. Kutila means crooked. Samharini means destroyer. Destroyer of crooked knowledge. Because it is more than good knowledge, we get crooked knowledge frequently, particularly nowadays with the preponderance of social media. All kinds of people write all kinds of things, spread all kinds of disinformation. So with the result, our knowledge becomes completely crooked. So only by worshipping at Devi's feet, we can get our crooked knowledge destroyed. Sada bhavatu kamini sakala dehinam swamini. Sakala dehinam swamini. She is the chief of all the jivas. Dehi is a jiva. Deha is a body. So we have occupied a deha in this birth. We will occupy another deha in next birth. So jiva goes from birth to birth. So this refers to the jiva. Sakala dehinam, all the jivas, all the living beings, she is the chief. Kripa Atishaya Kinkari. Atishaya Kripa. Atishaya Kripa means wonderful compassion, something which you don't expect. Certain level of compassion you expect, but here you are getting compassion beyond all your expectation, beyond all your estimate. That is Kripa Atishaya. Kinkari. Now this Kripa, this compassion is a servant of Devi. That is, Kinkari means servant. Devi who is holding extraordinary compassion as her servant. That means she can call upon the servant and bestow that kripa on us whenever she is pleased with us. So Kamini should go with Shankari. Kamini was the third line, Shankari is in the fourth line. Shankari Kamini, that is beloved of Shankara. Shankara's beloved. Sada bhavatu mama vibhutaye. Let it be, let Devi be mama vibhutaye. For my prosperity, always. For my prosperity, for my glory, let her be always. And who is she has been described. She is the one who dances in the minds of great munis. She is the one who sports in the enchanting and glorious cottage on the banks of river Kampa. She is the one who destroys crooked knowledge of all of us. And she is the chief of all the living beings, all the jivas. And she has as her servant extraordinary compassion. And she is the beloved of Sankara, Shiva. Let her be always for my prosperity, for my glory. That is the prayer. Next.
जडः प्रकृतिनिर्धन जनविलोचन रुन्तुदा नराजननि वीक्षणं क्षणमवाप्य कामाक्षिते वचः सुमधुमाधुरी प्रकटयन्ति पौरन्दरी विभूतिषु विडम्बनां वपुषि मान्मथि प्रक्रियाम्.
Now, last shloka we referred to her Kripa as her servant. That Kripa, what it can do, what is the capacity of that Kripa, that is being explained in this shloka. Jadaha Prakriti Nirdhanaha Jana Vilochana Runtudaha. Three kinds of people are being described. Naraha. Three kinds of people. First kind of people is Jadaha, ignorant, completely inert. Prakriti Nirdhanaha, poor by nature, poor by birth. They can never become rich because it is written on head. They are born poor, they will continue to remain poor. Jana Vilochana Runtuda. Aruntuda means hurting. Aruntuda means wounding, hurting. Jana Vilochana Aruntuda. That means hurting the eyes of people. That means people who are so ugly that you don't, people with such a detestable look that you don't want to look at them again. That kind of people. This is the third class of people. Sight of them hurts your eye. That is the third class of people. First class was ignorant group. Second was born poor and will remain poor, but is so despicably, detestably ugly that you cannot look at them again. That those kinds of people, Naraha, Janan Homer, Vikshanam Kshanam Avapya Kamakshi Te. O Kamakshi, Te Vikshanam Kshanam Avapya. Te Vikshanam, your glance. Kshanam for a second, Avapya, receiving. Receiving your glance for a second, they undergo lot of change. What is the change? Vachasu madhumadhurim Vachasu in the madhuri, the sweetness of honey, prakatayanti, bring out, express. One who was very ignorant, the first class of people, he cannot utter a word properly. That kind of fellow is now able to give a speech which oozes sweetness, sweeter than honey. Vachasu madhumadhurim prakatayanti. The second class, prakriti nirdhanaha. Born poor and will remain poor. What happens to them? Paurandari vibhutishu vidamnam. Purandara is Devendra, we have seen before. Paurandari vibhutishu, that is the glories of Devendra. The riches of Devendra. Who is the richest person in all the three worlds? Devendra, actually. The wealthiest. All the wealth of all the three worlds belongs to him. So he is the richest, he is the wealthiest. Now, his wealth, his riches, Vidambana. Vidambana means derision. mockery. These people who are born poor, they start mocking at the glory, at the riches of Devendra. That means they become so rich, beyond the imagination of even Devendra. You see how the poet brings the contrast in such relatively large scale. Then third group was so ugly that you can't even look at them again. Those people, Vapushi Manmathim Prakriya, Vapushi in their bodies, Manmathim of Manmatha, Prakriyam, the imprint of Manmatha. The imprint of Manmatha, the mark of Manmatha, you can see in their bodies. Means what? They become so beautiful, similar to Manmatha. So handsome, so beautiful. So this is what happens when you get one glance for 1 second of Kamakshi Devi. Those who are ignorant, those who are born poor by nature, those who are despicably, detestably ugly, who cannot look at them again, it will hurt your eyes. That kind of people, by receiving the glance of Devi for 1 second, they become so experts in their speech that their speech reflects sweetness higher than madhu, honey, and they show mockery. They detest the riches of Devendra, and they show in their bodies the imprint of Manmatha, such beauty. Next.
घनस्तनतटस्फुट स्फुरितकञ्चुली चञ्चली कृतत्रिपुरशासना सुजनशीलितोपासना दृशोऽसरणिमश्नुते मम कदानु काञ्चीपुरे परा परमयोगिनां मनसि चित्कला पुष्कला.
When will I be able to get the blessing of Devi? That is the question he is asking. Now, Devi is being described. Devi's form is being described. Ghanastana, it is wrongly printed as Ghansatana. Ghanastana tata, Spotaspurita Kanchuli Chanchali, Krita Tripura Shasana is one phrase, one long phrase. Tripura Shasana is Parameshwara, we know that. Tripurari, Tripura Shasana, one who brought Tripuras under control, Tripura Shasana. Now, what happens to him? Chanchali Krita, even Shiva, who is steady in his yoga, becomes unsteady. By what he becomes unsteady? Dhanastana Tata Spotaspurita Kanchuli. Dhanastana, by the heavy bosom area, Dhanastana Tata, Sputa, it is expanding. Purita, it is well attracting attention. Kanchuli, the blouse, the jacket, the blouse being worn by the Devi, which shows this kind of plump bosom area that agitates, that makes his mind unsteady. Sujana Shilita Upasana. Sujana Shilita. Those who are by nature virtuous. Shila means by good conduct. Shila, conduct. So Sujana Shilita means those who are having good conduct as their habit. Sujana Shilita Upasana. By them she is being worshipped. Drishoho Saranimasnute Mama Kadanu Kanchipure. Mama Drishoho Saranim Kada Asnute. When will you cross the path of my eyes? This kind of expression we have seen before. Drishoho Saranim, path of my eyes. Asnute means actually enjoy. When will you cross the path of my eyes? When will you make my eyes enjoy? Kada, when? Kanchipuram, in Kanchipuram, when will I be able to see you? Para. Para means she is supreme. Paramayogina Manasi Pushkala. In the minds of great yogis, in the minds of supreme yogis, Pushkala means full, in full form. In the minds of yogis, she is appearing in full form. That means the minds of yogis are full of Devi, Pushkala. Chitkala, not Chitkula, Chitkala. Chitkala we have seen before, representing the supreme Chit. Supreme Chit, awareness is something which is not embodied. You cannot give a form to that, but Devi has taken a form of that consciousness. So she is called Chitkala, having taken a form of consciousness. Now, that kind of Devi, when will you cross my eyes, path of my eyes? So she creates agitation in the mind of Shiva by the blouse which she is wearing because of the heavy bosom area, plump bosom area, and she is worshipped by virtuous people of virtuous conduct. When will you cross my eyes in Kanchipuram? And you are supreme and you are occupying the minds of yogis, supreme yogis, in your full form, in your full glory, and your supreme consciousness having taken an embodiment. Next.
कवीन्द्र हृदये चरी परिगृहीत काञ्चीपुरी निरूढ करुणाझरी निखिल लोक रक्षा करी मनपधत बीयसी मदन शासन प्रेयसी महागुण करीयसी मम दृशोस्तु नेदीयसी.
Here also, the poet prays that Devi should appear before him, and Devi is being described. Kavindra Hridaye Chari. She moves about in the hearts of great poets. She moves about in the hearts of great poets. Parigriheta Kanchipuri, having taken Kanchipuram as her abode. Parigriheta means having taken. Nirudha Karuna Jhari. Nirudha means having risen, having come up. Karuna Jhari, the stream of compassion. The stream of compassion comes up in her. It is not something hidden. It is not something which you have to go and search. No, it is open. You can see the Karuna right on her face. Nikhila Loka Rakshachari. She is the protector of all the worlds. Manapatha Daviyasi. This is very important. You cannot say that I will bring her into my mind because she is beyond the ken of your mind. Manapatha, the path of your mind. Daviyasi. Daviyasi means very distant to the path of my mind. But just now we said that she is occupying the yogis in full glory. That is because they are yogis. They have spent all their life aspiring for this state and they have attained the state. But this is for normal people. Manapatha Deviyasi. She is beyond the ken of the mind. So she is very distant from the path of the mind. Madana Shasana Prayati. Madana Shasana, Shiva who killed Manmatha, Prayati, beloved of Shiva, Mahaguna Gariyati. Great qualities, Mahaguna. Gariyati. Gariyati means very honorable, weighty, actually weighty person. A very honorable person. Why she is honorable? Because of the great qualities. Mahaguna Gariyati. She is not honorable because of any other reason. She is honorable because of high qualities. Mama Drishostu Nediyasi. Nediyasi is the opposite of Daviyasi, which we saw in the previous line. Nediyasi means very near. Daviyasi was very far. Mama Drishaha Nediyasi Astu. Let Devi be very close to my eyes. That is the prayer. So Devi who is moving about in the hearts of great poets, Devi who has accepted Kanchipuram, having taken Kanchipuram as a residence, who has the stream of compassion rising up always, the protector of all the worlds, who is distant, very far from the path of minds of ordinary people, and she is the beloved of the conqueror of Manmatha, that is Shiva, and he is greatly honorable because of the high qualities she possesses. Let her be very close to my eyes. That is the prayer. Next.
धनेन नरमामहे खलजनान्न सेवामहे न चापलमयामहे भवभयान्न दूयामहे स्थिरां तनुमहेतरां मनसि किञ्च काञ्चीरत स्मरान्तककुटुम्बिनी चरणपल्लवोपासना.
Now, how we should behave if you want to attract the kripa of Devi, what should be your behavior? Now he is telling us very clear, simple terms, directly, direct upadesha. Dhane, of course, he is saying as if it is applicable to him. It doesn't apply to the poet, it applies to us. Dhanena na ramamahe. We will not be reveling in wealth. Ramamahe, to revel, to become highly happy in wealth. Khalajanane na sevamahe. We will not go and serve evil people. Khalajanan, evil people. We will not be at the service of evil people. These are all required. Because the moment you are in evil company, those evil thoughts are bound to come to you, whatever may be the protection you adopt. So that is why the Shastras are very clear on that. He is expressing that. Na chapalam ayamahe. We will not become unsteady in our sadhana. We will be steady in our sadhana. Na chapalam. Chapalam is unsteadiness. Ayamahe, we will not become. We will not assume unsteadiness in our sadhana. Bhava bhayat na duyamahe. See, if we are constantly worried about samsara, if you are constantly entertaining the fear of samsara, that is also another distraction. That should not be there. That is what he is saying. Bhava bhayat, from the fear of samsara, na duyamahe. We will not suffer. We will not be distressed by the fear of samsara. Thiram tanu mahetaram manasi. Thiram, steady. Tanu mahetaram, tanu mahe, we shall fill. Taram means very much. Manasi means in our mind. In our mind, we shall fill steadily. What we are going to fill steadily? This Devi's form. Kincha, he is saying something, because he is not saying Devi, he is saying something I will fill in my mind. What is that something? He has described already. He is describing now. Kincha, Kanchirata, Marantaka Kutumbini, Charana Pallava, Upasanam. Kanchirata, she is reveling in Kanchipuram. She delights in Kanchipuram. Marantaka Kutumbini. Marantaka, one who killed Manmatha. Smara is Manmatha. That means Shiva. Marantaka Kutumbini, consort of Shiva. Karana, her feet. Pallava, her feet are like shoots, tender plants. Upasanam, worshipping the tender shoot feet of Devi. That is what I will fill in my mind. What we are going to fill in my mind? That was the question, isn't it? Thiram tanu mahetaram manasi. I will fill my mind steadily with this upasana. Who is upasana? Kincha, somebody who is beyond all description. Some upasana. So we will not revel in wealth. We will not serve evil people. We will not become unsteady in our minds. We will not suffer from the fear of samsara. We will fill our minds with the steadiness of upasana, of worship, of Devi, who is delighting in Kanchipuram, who is the consort of Shiva, enemy of Manmatha, are her feet, which are like tender shoots. Upasana of the tender shoots of her feet. Next.
सुरः परिजनः वपुः मनसि जाय वैरायते त्रिविष्टपनितम्बिनी कुचतटी च केलीगिरिः इरः सुरभयो वयः तरुणिमा दरिद्रस्य वा कटाक्षशरणौ क्षणं निपतितस्य कामाक्षिते.
Kataksha Saranau Shanam nipatitasya kamakshi te daridrasya va. Third line, daridrasya va. Even if a person is extremely poor, daridrasya va. Va means it's a proposition. It is a proposition. Even if he is a poor man, Kataksha Saranau, in the path of Devi's sidelong glance, Shanam Nipatitasya, if he drops in that path for 1 second, if this poor man drops in the path of Devi's sidelong glance for 1 second, take Kataksha Saranau, then what happens? Suraha Parijanaha, Devas will become your servants. Devas will become your attendants. Vapuhu manasijaya vairayate. Vapuhu, your body. Manasijaya for Manmatha. Manasijaya is Manmatha. Vairayate, it will create enmity in the mind of Manmatha. Manmatha will start wondering, how is this fellow more handsome, more beautiful than me? That kind of body you will get. Trivishtapa nitambini uchatati cha keligirihi. Trivishtapa is Devaloka. Nitambini is beautiful women, Apsarastri. Nitamba actually means posterior, hip area, but Nitambini generally means a beautiful woman. So Trivishtapa Nitambini is Devaloka women, Devaloka Apsarastri. Kuchatati, their bosom area will become Keligirihi, the sporting hills, will become the sporting hills for this poor fellow. Giraha Surabhayaha. Giraha means words. Surabhayaha means Surabhi we have seen before. Fragrance. The words will become fragrant. Beautiful words he will speak. Vayaha Tarunima. His age will become very young. He may be 60 years old, but he will look very young. Vayaha Tarunima. All this will happen if, even if a poor fellow drops in the path of Devi's sidelong glance, even for 1 second, the Devas will become his attendants, his body will become the enmity of Manmatha, and he will have for sporting hills the bosoms of Apsarastris, and his word will become fragrant, his age will be always youthful, that will be the glory. Next.
पवित्रय जगत्रयी विबुधबोध जीवातुभिः पुरत्रय विमर्दिनः पुलककञ्चुलीदायिभिः भवक्षय विचक्षणैः व्यसनमोक्षणैर्वीक्षणैः निरक्षरशिरोमणिं करुणयैव कामाक्षि माम्.
It's a very moving prayer to Devi. He says, I have no quality. I have absolutely no quality. Because of your compassion, you have to purify me. I am absolutely impure. Pavitraya means purify me. We will come to Pavitraya later on. Now, first let us see the description of Devi's beauty. Jagatrayi Vibudha Bodha Jivatubihi. Jivatu we have seen before. The life-giving herb is called Jivatu. It is the lifeline. Bodha means jnana. Vibudha means jnanis. Jagatrayi in all the three worlds. The jnanis in all the three worlds, their jnana, for that jnana, lifeline is Devi. That means the one who calls himself a jnani possesses jnana because of the lifeline provided by Devi. This is what is important here. Puratraya Vimardinaha Pulaka Kanchuli Daibhihi. Puratraya Vimardinaha is of Shiva. Puratraya Vimardaka is Shiva. Mahishasura Mardini we say, isn't it? Mardana. Similarly, Puratraya Vimardana. He destroyed all the three Puras, so he is called Puratraya Vimardi. So Puratraya Vimardinaha of Shiva, Pulaka, his horripilation, his hair stands on end on seeing Devi. Kanchuli means jacket. That means his hair standing on end is like a jacket owned by him on his body. That means all over his body, hair is standing on, and Dai Bihi, one who is responsible for it. That means one who provides this horripilation, which is like a jacket for Shiva, that is Devi. Bhavakshaya Vichakshanaihi. Vichakshana is one who is a master, one who is expert in what? Bhavakshaya, in destroying the samsara. Destroying samsara means what? Destroying the fear of samsara. We are all worried about samsara. Our worries of samsara will be destroyed by her. Bhavakshaya Vichakshanaihi. And attachment of, you can take it in many ways. This can be interpreted in many ways. Fear of samsara or attachment to samsara. Your attachment to samsara has to go. Then only you will get attached to Devi's feet. So, Bhavakshaya Vichakshanaihi. Vyasana Mokshanaihi Vikshanaihi. Yeah, now Vikshana is Devi's glance. That Devi's glance only was being described as the lifeline, as causing horripilation in Shiva, etc., etc. All this is the Vikshana. Bhavakshaya Vichikshanahi, everything is Vikshana. Vyasana Mokshanahi. Vyasana is misery. Reliever of misery. One who relieves you from misery, that is the Vikshana. So that kind of Vikshana, Kamakshi, Mam, Karunayaiva, Pavitraya. Mom, me, Karunayaiva, only because of compassion. I have no other quality. I have no other eligibility. I have no other eligibility. I seek only your compassion. Please purify me. How am I? I am Nirakshara Shiromani. I am the thief of Niraksharas. Nirakshara means unlettered. In fact, direct translation. Akshara is letter. Nirakshara is unlettered. One who has no knowledge. One who has no knowledge. Such a fool I am. I am the chief of fools. Nirakshara Shiromani. Shiromani is the chief. Shiromani is an ornament worn on the head, isn't it? So that is the chief. The Shiromani is a qualification in Sanskrit colleges. You might have seen Yakarana Shiromani, Vedanta Shiromani. Like that, there is a qualification. It's a degree, diploma. So that diploma says that he is qualified in Vedanta, qualified in Vyakarana, etc. Similarly, this Shiromani is chief of illiterates. So I am the chief of illiterates. Please purify me by your compassion alone, because I am not having any other qualification. And your Vikshana, your glances or lifeline for the jnana of the jnanis of all the three worlds, and your glances provide a kind of jacket of horripilation for Shiva, the destroyer of Tripuras. And your glances are experts in destroying the fear or attachment to samsara, and your glances are great reliever of misery. Misery, Vyasana, comes to us all the time. As long as you are in samsara, continuously Vyasana is there. Vyasana is moving from one misery to another. Vyasana is misery. So nobody can say he is free from misery. So that kind of that misery is coming from an external source, but you feel it. That feeling is misery. The source is causing you misery, but the source is the same for everyone. But for a jnani, it is not causing misery because he is jnani. For us, it is causing misery. So we will also get jnana by worshipping Devi, and she will give us relief from Vyasana by giving us jnana. It is only jnana which can give you relief from Vyasana, nothing else. Because it comes from ajnana. Ajnana because of attachment. Because of attachment to various things, we develop Vyasana. So that kind of misery will be relieved only by her sidelong glances. Next.
कदः कलितखेलनाः करुणयैव काञ्चीपुरे कलाय मुकुलद्विषः शुभकदम्बपूर्णाङ्कुराः पयोधर भरालसाः कविजनेषु ते बन्धुराः पचेलिमकृपारसाः परिपतन्ति मार्गे दृशोः.
Again, he is saying, when will I be able to see you? Kada. Kalita Khelanaha. Performing sports. That means for her everything is a sport. Nothing is causing her stress. All of our problems are because of stress. For her everything is light. She takes everything lightly. Everything is a khel. Everything is a sport. So Kalita Khelanaha. Sportingly she creates all the world. Sportingly she destroys all the world. We have seen that. So that is Kalita Khelanaha. Karunayaiva, she is having only compassion. All her sports are driven by compassion. Kalita Khelanaha Karunayaiva. Where is the Khel? That is in Kanchipura. In Kanchipuram. Kanchipure. So in Kanchipuram, by compassion alone, you are always performing sports. Kalaya Mukula Tvishaha. Kalaya is a flower. Mukula is a bud. Kalaya flower, bud. Tvisha is a dark shine. Kalaya is a dark type of flower, like a tamala flower. So the shine of the bud, which is of the dark Kalaya flower, she is having that. Subha Kadamba Purnankuraha. Subha Kadamba. Kadamba means, see, when you have a garland of different types of flowers, you call it Kadamba. So Subha Kadamba means a mass of Shubha, a mass of auspicious things, not just one Shubha. Shubha occurring in succession, that is Shubha Kadamba. Mass of Shubha, successive Shubha, successive auspiciousness. Purna, it is full. Successive auspiciousness may come, but all in parts, not like that. Everything comes in full. Ankuraha, the sprouts of the fullness of mass of auspicious things. There's only a sprout. Whatever we call auspiciousness is only a sprout. It is not a tree, it is not a branch. You can imagine what a tree will be, what a branch will be. Because this auspiciousness which we are having, we are getting, is being described as Ankura, is only a sprout. So the actual tree will be much more. Payodhara bhara alasaha. Alasa is laziness, slowness. Payodhara bhara, because of the weight of the full bosom, Payodhara is bosom, because of the weight of the full bosom, you are walking slowly, lazily. Kavijaneshu te bandhuraha. Kavijaneshu, the poets, bandhuraha, you are favorable. You are favorable to poets. Pachelima kriparasaha. Pachelima means ripeness. We have seen before. Your juice of compassion is ripe. Only when the fruit is ripe, the juice will be sweet, isn't it? So he is saying your compassion is like a ripe fruit juice. Pachelima kriparasaha. Paripatanti marge drishoho kada. Kada was there. Kada marge drishoho marge paripatanti. When they will fall in the path of my eyes. Paripatanti, fall. When will this Devi form which I have described will come in the path of my eyes? Who Devi is sporting in Kanchipuram. All her activities are sports of compassion in Kanchipuram, and she is having the dark shine of the bud of Kalaya flower, and she is the sprout of the full mass of auspiciousness, and she walks slowly because of the heavy bosom, and she is favorable to poets, and she is full of compassion, which is the ripe juice. When will such Devi cross the path of my eyes? Next.
अशोध्यमचलोद्भवम् हृदयनन्दनं देहिनाम् अनर्घमधिकाञ्चितत् किमपि रत्नमुद्योतते अनेन समलङ्कृता जयति शङ्कराङ्कस्थली कदास्य मम मानसं व्रजति पेटिका विभ्रमो.
Last line, Kadar asya mama manasam vrajati petika vibramam. Now, she is being described as a ratna, as a gem. Now, this gem, mama manasam kada vrajati. When will this gem reach my mind? When will this gem reach my mind? Rajati means reach. When will it reach my mind? Petika vibramam. Petika means mind is being described as a box or the gem. Vibramam means beauty. When will this gem reach the beauty of the box of my mind? That is the question. Now that gem is being described. Ashodhyam. It's a very beautiful word he is using right in the beginning. Shodhyam means something which has to be refined. You know, gems are always refined by the gemsmith. He puts them in fire and he does all kinds of things and he cleans so that it starts dazzling shine, it gives dazzling shine. Now for that he does some cleaning. That's called Shodhanam. Shodhyam means to be clean, to be refined. Ashodhyam means not to be refined. That means it cannot be refined. What does it mean? This Ratna is something which is already very dazzling, so there is no question of refining it further. So it is incapable of refining it further. The highest beauty, that is Ashodhyam. Achalodbhavam. Achala means mountain, Udbhavam means born of a mountain, that is Himavan's daughter. Hridaya Nandanam Dehinam, for all the living beings. Hridaya Nandanam, beautiful word he is using. Nandanam means causing delight of the heart. Whenever you think of Devi, your heart starts dancing with delight. That's what he is saying. Only when your heart starts dancing with delight, you will use the word Nandana. Hridaya Nandanam Dehinam. Anargham means priceless. Argha means price. Now, when you go to the shop, you are asking, what is the price of this gem? Now, for this gem, there is no price. It is priceless. Anargham, valueless, beyond value. Adhikanchi, she is in Kanchipuram. Tat, that Ratnam. Kimapi, that Ratnam cannot be described. I am trying to describe with my poor diction, but I cannot describe it. Kimapi, beyond description. Ratnam, that gem. Udyotate, shining very brilliantly. Dyotate means shining. Udyotate means shining even more. Udyotate, shining very brilliantly. Anena samalankrita jayati Shankarankasthali. Anena Shankara Ankasthali Samalankrita. Anena, by this Ratna, by this gem, Shankara Ankasthali. Anka means lap. Ankasthali, lap area. Shiva's lap area, Samalankrita, is very well decorated. By this gem, Shiva's lap area is very much decorated because she goes and sits on the lap of Shiva. So that is a decoration for his lap. So that is the gem, decoration, ornament. Jayati, it is so beautiful, so effulgent, so victorious. That kind of gem, when will it come and occupy the beautiful box of my mind? My box is not beautiful, the gem is beautiful, so the box will become beautiful. That is a Petika Vibhrama. The beauty of the box. Box will become beautiful because of the gem. What is there in the box otherwise? Who cares for the box? So Ashodhyam, so it is something which need not be refined, which is beyond refining, born of mountain, that is Himavan, causing delight in the hearts of all living beings, beyond any price, beyond any value, priceless, in Kanchipuram, residing in Kanchipuram, that jewel which is beyond description, shining very brilliantly, by this gem is, by this jewel is The lap area of Shankara is very beautifully decorated. When will that beauty decorate the box of my mind? That is the question. Next.
परामृत झरी प्लुता जयति नित्यमन्तश्चरी भुवामपि बहिश्चरी परमसंविदेकात्मिका महद्भिरपरोक्षिता सततमेव काञ्चीपुरे ममान्वहम् अहं मतिः मनसि भातु मागेश्वरी.
Again, it's a prayer that Devi should appear in my mind. And Devi is being described. Paramrita Jhari Pluta. Pluta means immersed. Immersed in the Jhari, immersed in the stream of the Supreme Amrita. Immersed in the stream of Supreme Amrita. Where this happens? It happens in Sahasrara Chakra, we have seen before. In the topmost chakra, there is a shower of Amrita, and Devi takes you there, and she is immersed in the nectar. Jayati, she is beautiful, she is effulgent. Nityam Antashari, Nityam, always, Antashari, inside all beings. Antashari, Antaryami, that means she is present inside all beings, always. Nityam Antashari. Bhuvam api bahishari. Though she is present in all the world, in all the living beings, there is no place without her presence. Even then, does the world exhaust her presence? No, she is beyond all the world. Bhuvam api bahishari. She is beyond, outside the world. Bahishari. Moving about in the space outside the world. Parama Samvit Ekatmika. Samvit we have seen supreme knowledge. Sat, Chit, Ananda we have seen before. Chit is Samvit. Chit is consciousness, knowledge. Now that supreme knowledge, Parama Samvit Ekatmika, that is her form. Don't think her form is made of flesh and bones like our body. Her form is only consciousness. She is looking like that as if she is having a form. That form is only a delusion. What is her real form? Her real form is formlessness. That is consciousness. That is what he is saying. He has to slowly take us upwards. So he is doing that here. Parama Samvit Ekatmika, the unique form, Ekatmika, unique form of the supreme knowledge. Mahadbhihi aparokshita satatameva Kanchipure. Satatameva, always, Kanchipura, in Kanchipuram. Mahadbhihi, by great people, aparokshita, seen directly. The jnana is of two kinds in Vedanta. One is paroksha jnana, another is aparoksha jnana. Now, when I say Devi is present, I don't have aparoksha jnana. I don't have direct jnana. Who is having direct jnana? Only jnani is having direct jnana because he has seen Devi directly, he has talked with her, he has felt her, he has experienced her. We have no experience, we have no feeling, we have no knowledge, we have not seen her. So our knowledge is only through scriptures. So our knowledge is paroksha jnana, indirect. Paroksha means indirect. Aparoksha means direct, face to face. So mahadbhihi aparokshita, seen directly, face to face by great people. Seen does not mean seeing with eyes. If she is present in your heart, and if you can see her in your heart, that is the aparoksha jnana. There is a book called Aparoksha Anubhuti by Adi Shankara. As you know, Adi Shankara, now Shankara Jayanti is coming in another 2 days. Adi Shankara has written many texts of Vedanta which are called explanatory texts. Bhashya text is the basic one. Then there are explanatory texts. Now, one of the explanatory, like Viveka Chudamani, etc., is Aparokshanubhuti. Aparoksha Anubhuti, that means direct experience, not through hearsay. Our experience is hearsay. So Mahadbhi Aparokshita. Tatatameva Kanchipure, always in Kanchipuram, experienced by great people directly. Mama Anvaham Ahammatihi Manasi Bhatu Maheshwari. Let us first see Maheshwari Ahammatihi. This is very important. Maheshwari of Shiva, of Maheshwara, Ahammatihi. She is the one who is responsible for his aham feeling. Aham means I feeling. What is this I feeling? All of us are familiar with I feeling. I feeling only gives us the ego. I am different from you. I am so and so. I have so much wealth. I have so much knowledge. I have a wife. I have children. Now, all this I is to distinguish me from somebody else. So, all this distinction is caused by my ego, by my feeling that I am different from somebody else. So, Shiva does not have that feeling because he is everywhere present. He is all in all. So why will he feel I? There is no I for him. Now, but without I, if he is left without I, then what will happen? Creation will not happen. Creation happens only by the union of Shiva and Devi. Devi creates Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, all these agencies for creation, sustenance, and destruction. Now, if they remain without ego, without ahammati, nothing will progress, nothing will happen. Then jivas will suffer. So, jivas have to be given an opportunity to redeem themselves. That will happen only by creating the world. For that, Shiva has to act. For Shiva to act, he needs ahammati. Who is providing that ahammati? Devi is providing that ahammati. That is why she is called Para Ahanta. There is a name called Para Ahanta for Devi. You might have seen in Devi literature. Ahanta means this kind of feeling of I. Para, supreme. So she is the one who gives the supreme I feeling to Shiva. So Maheshwari Ahammatihi is Devi. Manasi, Mama Manasi, Anvaham Bhatu. Mama Manasi, in my mind. Anvaham, always, day after day, always, without break. Bhatu, shine. Bhatu means shining. Bha means shine. Bhaskara, that's why he is called, Surya is called Bhaskara because he is the one who produces shine. So Bhatu means let it shine. What should shine? Devi should shine. So how is Devi being described? She is immersed in the stream of the highest level of Amrita, that is in Sahasrara Chakra. She is effulgent and she is present in all the worlds, in all the beings, and she is not present just in all the worlds, she is also present in the space outside the worlds, and she is the unique form of the supreme knowledge, and she is seen directly, directly experienced by great people in Kanchipuram always, and she is the Ahammati of Shiva. She is the one who provides I feeling to Shiva. Let her shine in my mind always. Next.
तमो विपिन धाविनं सततमेव काञ्चीपुरे विहार रसिका परा परमसंविदुर्वीरुहे कटाक्षनिगलैर्दृढं हृदय दुष्टदन्तावलों चिरं नयतु मामकं त्रिपुरवैरिसीमन्तिनी.
Now he's saying, my heart is like an elephant. Hridaya dushta dantavalam, like an evil elephant. Dantavalam is an elephant. My heart is like an evil elephant in the third line. Now, how is this elephant? Tamo vipina dhavinam tatatameva kanchipure. Galloping in the forest of darkness, ignorance. Dhavinam, dhavati means running, galloping. This elephant is galloping in the forest of darkness. Tamo vipina. Vipina means forest. Tamo vipina dhavinam. So So what you should do to this elephant, he is telling. This evil elephant of my heart, which always gallops in the forest of darkness, what you should do. Satatameva Kanchipure, always in Kanchipuram, Vihara Rasika, you are delighting in sporting. He is now describing the Devi. So Devi is enjoying moving about in Kanchipuram always, sporting in Kanchipuram always. Para, she is the supreme. Parama Samvit Urvi Ruhe. Now, he says you should bind this elephant to a tree. This elephant should be tied to a tree. Should be tied to a post, isn't it? Then only the elephant can be controlled. The post is described as a tree. Urvi Ruha is a tree. Urvi is earth. Urvi Ruha is a tree. Something which grows on the earth is called a tree. Parama Samvit, supreme knowledge, supreme jnana. The tree is supreme jnana. With that supreme jnana, you should tie this elephant fellow. Now, for tying, you need a chain, isn't it? So what is the chain? Kataksha nigalaihi drudham. Kataksha nigalaihi, sidelong glance. Nigada is chain, iron chain. Firmly, drudham. You should tie this fellow, this elephant, firmly by the iron chain of your sidelong glance. To which post? To the tree of supreme knowledge. Tiram nayatu mahamakam Tripura Vairi Simantini. Tripura Vairi Simantini. You are the consort of Tripurari Shiva. Simantini is wife, consort. You are Tripura Vairi, Tripurari Shiva. Consort of Shiva. Hiram Nayatu Mamakam. Mamakam, my mind. Kiram, always, for a long time. Nayatu, may lead. That means, don't just take the elephant to the tree once and leave it. It may break because it has a habit of evilness. This elephant has got a habit of evilness, so it may even break the chain and go. So Chiram, for a long time, keep leading because by your sidelong glance. Don't just throw your sidelong glance once and leave. Believe me, I am not capable of redemption. So Chiram Nayatu Mahamakam. So lead me constantly for a long time. And I am an elephant. My heart is an elephant, evil elephant, Dushta Datta, galloping in the forest of ignorance. And you are delighting in the sporting of in Kanchipuram area always. You are supreme and you tie, you bind me, this elephant, to the tree of supreme knowledge firmly by the iron chain of your sidelong glance, O consort of Shiva, and let this happen for a long time. Tiram Nayatu Mahamakam. Mahamakam is my mind. Mahamakam Hridaya Drushta Dantavada. It goes with that. My Hridaya, which is the evil elephant. Mahamakam Hridaya Drushta Dantavadam. Tiram Nayatu. Let it be taken, let it be led to the tree and tied to the tree for a long time. Leading is for a long time. Tiram Nayatu. Leading it for a long time because once you go and tie and leave it, it may not be enough. So you have to do it repeatedly. That is what it means. That is the prayer. I think we have come to the end of our time. We close for today and then we invite questions.
Those who have
Any
questions, please. Those who have questions, please unmute yourselves and ask.
Mama, 81 slokala, second, Kutiraka Vihariniya, Kutiraka Vihariniya.
Kutiraka Viharini. Viharini is one who is sporting. Kutiraka is cottage.
Kutiraka Viharini.
Kutiraka Viharini.
Thank you, Mama.
Namaste, Mama. This is Rashmi. The 83rd one, the last line, is it Chit Kula or Chit